Hey guys, King Kaiju here. Today we're going to be doing another Kaiju review, and that one is of course on Neosaurus. This very odd ultra monster is one that I got recently in my newest collection video, and it's definitely quite an interesting figure because it definitely has a lot of good qualities, but there's also some things about it that I think could have been done a little bit better. Of course, now let's go into detail. Detail on Neosaurus is probably one of his best qualities. There's a lot of detail throughout him. It's nothing truly special, but it's something that is still pretty good on the figure. A couple good highlights are like his big fins up here, his tail, his legs, and his chest are all very nicely detailed. Even flipping his arms over, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there's a little bit of scaling along them, which is pretty good. And even up at Neosaurus's face, he looks pretty good too. So yeah, detail on Neosaurus is definitely very good. Now let's go on to articulation. For Neosaurus, he sadly only has 4 points of articulation, which is basic. Again, not awful, but just basic. 1, 2 at his arms, of course, and 1, 2 at his legs, of course. Only 4 points. Again, this is just really basic, and I think there could have been more at least. Like on his tail, for example, he has a segment. However, due to the odd thinness of the tail, I'm not sure why it's so thin, it sadly cannot rotate. I think there could have been maybe a bit more with Neosaurus. Of course, let's put him to the side for sizing. I sadly only have 2 figures to compare him to, which you probably saw in my EX Gomora review. That being normal Gamora, which he looks fine next to. Again, I don't know how big Neosaurus is, so I don't know if this is fully accurate or not, but I'd say that they look good next to each other. I can definitely see these guys either having a fight or pairing up to have a fight. And again, you saw this guy in my last review. The other figure that I have is Rhyonic Burst Gamora. Similar to normal Gamora, I think these guys look good next to each other. So yeah, that's really all there is to say about Neosaurus here. This is a very basic figure that I really just got for the fact that Neosaurus is pretty rare and I like the design of this monster. Other than that, Neosaurus is pretty basic in terms of everything else. Again, this is not defaulting the figure, as I don't think there's a ton of bad qualities about it, just that it is incredibly basic when it comes to Bandai figures. Much like Gamora, I think this would be a good starter figure for you if you can find them for a cheap price. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about Neosaurus here. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.